walk away without begging or humiliating yourself, especially in this day and age of DMs and messages being recorded and stuff. And each heartbreak, like with every bad event that happens in life, sets an important marker that you eventually look back on a longer timeline, and you see the growth and the self-improvement and maybe the hypothetical scenarios that would have happened had you stayed with that person, had you not been betrayed by that person. And yeah, it serves as very important markers on the timeline, but it's only once you progress a couple years past that timeline that you can see the knowledge of it, unless you do it the wrong way and let it spiral you to down the toilet of self-destruction, in which case you're like, well, that's my life went wrong. No, that's when you chose to give up. But you do two very different things. Heartbreak's fantastic. I wish my heart could still be broken. That would be nice. I think a heartbreak is designed to teach you lessons. And I think everything bad that teaches you, it's like designed to teach you lessons. That's why God gives them to you. And you're never going to be a good man unless you've suffered. And good men have been through a lot of bad things. And you have to realize why she left. And this is why God puts you in jail, allows you to lose a loved one, or you have a car crash, or you have heartbreak, or anything else. If you're an intelligent person, you crash your car, you say, how did this happen? Was I driving too fast? Whose fault was it? Or an amateur will say, it's their fault. They came speeding out at me. A professional will say, no, they came speeding out at me. Why couldn't I avoid it? Why couldn't I move? Why didn't I see it? Why am I on this road in the first place? Like, a professional analyzes everything from a position of what they could do about it, or having control over all things, right? And it's the same as heartbreak. And if you ask an amateur, why is heartbroken? Well, she left me because of blah, blah, blah. And he'll just blame her like a dumbass. She's arrogant. She doesn't listen to me. Her friends convinced her to cheat. She wants this, da, 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 da. Instead of saying, I don't have what it takes. I'm not important enough to make her not want to listen to her friends. So if you self-analyze, everything happens for the same reason, right? For you to analyze and get feedback. If you were more important and more successful, she's less likely to believe you. So that's the truth. So if a woman left you, that's feedback. Learn the lesson, make sure it doesn't happen again. Or sit and blame her and pretend it's nothing to do with you, and then wait for it to happen to you again, because it will. That's how life works. Feedback I got from my parents or being in a fire, whatever it is, all of these things happen for you to learn from them. And everybody in life has these events. Everybody has these traumas that they can learn from. But most people are too stupid or too arrogant or too cowardly to sit down, blame themselves, look in the mirror, analyze the entire situation as if it was their fault, and see what they can do to prevent it from happening again. If I get wet in the rain, I blame myself. Why didn't I bring an umbrella? How was I outside? Why was the car not closer? Why didn't I check the weather? It was all me. Where the average person goes, why are you wet? It rained. No, it's not my fault. The sky, it rains. I can't stop the sky raining. Whereas I believe I could have stopped myself from getting wet, even if I can't stop the rain. It's a mentality. Nobody is ever going to give a shit about you, right? Even as 1% as much as you have to give about yourself, no one cares about you if you're a man, right? Everything is conditional. You don't get love unconditionally, and that's a beautiful thing, because that makes you strive to create your own value as a man. And the problem that men has is we all go from a time where everyone cares about us to a time where no one does. Women don't lose it until they're maybe 45 and childish, and then they're like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Now she understands what it's like to become a 15, 16, 17-year-old man, because we go through this stage. Hey, it's little Neil, I remember. They all cared about me back then. But when you get 16, 17, 18, you're out in the cold world, no one gives a fuck, do they? I can't pay my bills. I don't have any food. Nobody cares. Yeah, your mother and father care a little bit, but you have to care about them. So I'd say if you become an adult, it comes the other way around, and you have to care about yourself. So the best advice that I can give to anyone, especially the young men who are like very young, who are sitting in their room playing video games and their mother's still bringing them sandwiches, if she continues to care about you that much and you lean on it, you're going to be a nobody. And if she says, okay, you're a teen now, get the hell out of my house, you'll be a nobody until you make something of yourself. So the best advice that every young man needs to hear is that nobody gives a shit about you at all until you make them give a shit about you. People give a shit about people who do things, right? You wouldn't if the person was nobody, right? But heartbreak, again, it teaches you the power of understanding that in life, things will always get better if you try to make them better. So let's say I was 20 years old, and the girl was 19, and we broke up for whatever reason. This particular girl got some job where she had to move. I was upset about it. And now she's some 35-year-old middle-aged woman who has two spectacular kids and a husband who's divorced her. And I'm just like, if the heartbreak had never happened, would I be that guy? Would I be with her now? And I wouldn't have done things that I've done. When you're 19, 20, 21, you get your first pretty girlfriend. Oh, no, she's definitely the one. She's probably not. She might be, by all means. But as you grow and evolve as a person, whether it be a female company or male friends, as you grow and you evolve as a person, you can look at what you knew about those people now, and you just think, well, that was a lucky escape. You probably, with your current mind and your current judgment, you're only 23, 20 something, think that you are correct to be emotionally involved with this person. But a 35-year-old version of you would see all of her flaws. So I think it comes later. But there's obviously massive red flags that you just cut people off for, but I never get that serious with people who have those red flags. I'm never with someone 2 years and like, oh, she takes cocaine all the time. I either knew at the beginning and stopped talking to her, or, you don't stay with someone that long before you notice glaring, obvious red flags. Men live for women in every single way. If women didn't exist on this planet, everything about my life would probably be different. I might have a fast car or expensive things, but a lot of things that men do, a lot of things that we say, the way we dress, lots of it is about trying to attract women, trying to impress women, and trying to have women hold you in a higher regard. Because if women in general hold you in a higher regard, then you, as a high-value man, you have your pick of the best women on the planet. And there isn't a single red-blooded man out in the world who doesn't like the idea of lots of different women being attracted to him. Almost every lesson you learn about life and almost everything you've done wrong can somehow be reflected back into the mirror of what do women think of this and what do women see in me because of this. I think as a man, heartbreak is designed to teach you your inadequacies, because you do get to a certain echelon as a man where women won't be.